What's happening everyone, my name is Alex and welcome back. In today's video we are checking out the latest ROG device from Doogee. The one that I have here today, it's called the S96 GT. This one of course is shockproof and also waterproof, and I almost lost the phone in the sea the other day when I was trying to film some footage for it, so the phone is definitely waterproof. Alright, so with that being said, let's start with a bit of an unboxing just so I can show you what comes in the box with it. Alright, so we get the same yellow box that we've seen in the past for other Doogee devices, and inside the box we are obviously gonna find the device itself. There is also a screen protector for it. We have the user manual, we have a USB-A to a USB-C cable, we also have a little plastic tool that will help you open that SIM card tray slot that we have on the left hand side of the device, and then we have a 24-watt fast charger. So the device supports 24-watt fast charging. Now, inside this device, we have a 6350 mAh battery. So charging the device from 0 to 100 with the charger that comes in the box takes about an hour and 20 minutes, an hour and a half. So not that bad for charging. Not to mention the device also supports wireless charging, and that is 15-watt wireless charging. The device itself looks very similar with other Doogee devices that we've seen in the past, so we have the same combination of plastic, rubber and metal. So on the sides here we have some type of metallic plates. We do get this super cool looking color, so it does make the phone stand out a bit more. On the corners here we have some type of rubberized plastic, I'm gonna say, so if you'd be to drop the phone on a corner, of course nothing would happen to it. On the back there we also have 4 cameras, we also have some infrared LEDs, but we'll talk more about that later on. And then we have the holes for the speaker, so this is the only speaker available and it's positioned on the back of the device. Now the speaker does get pretty loud, but keep in mind the speaker is pointing away from you every time you're holding the phone like this, because the speaker is on the back. And at the bottom here we have a little plastic, well not plastic, a rubber flap I'm gonna say, that covers the USB-C port and a 3.5mm audio jack. So if you want you can plug in some headphones to this device. Moving on to the left hand side of the device, here we have the slot for the SIM card, so the device can take 2 SIM cards and an SD card at the same time, and then we have a customizable button, so you can have that button open any application or any action. I personally have it set to open the flashlight when I click it twice. I think that's the most helpful thing for that button. And moving to the other side there we have the volume buttons, the power button and the fingerprint scanner. The fingerprint scanner works pretty good, but if the phone gets wet it doesn't exactly work, so you still have to use the face unlocking or the PIN code. But overall the fingerprint scanner does work good. Moving on to the front of the device, here we have a 6.22 inches IPS panel that has a 720p resolution. Now the screen does look pretty good, the colors are nice and vibrant, the viewing angles are pretty good, but the screen doesn't get super bright. We've seen this with a lot of ROG devices. So if you do use the phone indoors, no problems whatsoever, you can see the screen without any issues. But if you do take the phone outside in direct sunlight, it is a bit difficult seeing the screen. So I wish we would have had a higher resolution screen and a brighter screen, but this is what we get because otherwise the price of the device would probably increase as well. So those are some things that I wish we would have had better for this screen. The screen is also covered by Gorilla Glass, but I'm not sure what type of Gorilla Glass because it's not specified anywhere. So the phone runs Android 12 and it's powered by the MediaTek Helio G95 that's paired with 8 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of internal storage. On the Antutu benchmark we get a score of just over 350,000. So with a score like that you're going to be able to do pretty much anything on this device. So if you're using Facebook, if you're writing emails, if you're watching YouTube videos or anything like that, everything will work quite smoothly. Now if you do start playing some more graphic intensive games on this device, it's not going to do that well, but for most applications I feel that the device will do good. So for most people that are gonna buy a phone like this, you shouldn't have any issues with performance. Alright, and moving to cameras. So we have 4 cameras on the back of the device there. We have a 48 megapixel sensor, that is the main camera. Then we have an ultra wide camera. We have another camera that's used for portrait mode pictures. And then we have a night vision camera. And on the side here we actually have 4 infrared LEDs. So with this device you can take pictures in complete darkness. So even if it's pitch black, you're gonna be able to take pictures with this device. Now it does have trouble focusing in those situations, but yes, you can still take pictures in complete darkness, and all the other pictures that I'm showing you on the screen right now are taken on this device on auto mode. So overall, if you do have plenty of light, the device performs pretty well, but if you don't have that much light, well, the pictures don't look that great. As for the video recordings, the maximum recording resolution for this device is 4K, and this is a quick recording that I've done in 4K the other day when I was out. It was nice and sunny out, so let me show you how that recording looks like. Alright, we have a quick video recording with the Doogee S96 GT. So the maximum recording resolution for the rear camera for this device is 4K at 30 frames per second. Of course, you can also choose 1080p or lower resolutions. I'm currently walking, we have a super sunny day, and I'm also trying to keep the phone as steady as possible. So yeah, this is how a recording would look like from the Doogee S96 GT. As for the front-facing camera, well, here we have a 32 megapixel sensor, and we also have an LED notification. It's something that we don't typically see. Now, the picture quality from that front-facing camera is okay, but for a 32 megapixel sensor, I was expecting a bit more. But typically with ROG devices, you don't buy them for their cameras because the cameras on most of them are quite mediocre, I'm gonna say, and this is the case with this device as well. I've also tried out the GPS unit inside. It takes about 2 or 3 seconds to find your location. Of course, if you're outdoors, it takes longer if you're indoors, but once connected, it doesn't seem to lose your location. We also have an NFC chip inside it, so you can make payments using Google Pay, just to give you an example, and we also have a variety of sensors available. So there you have it. This was a super quick look at Doogee's latest ROG device called the S96 GT. Alright guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.